Greetings. Man, what a way to end the night, huh? What, did y'all see that last video? That's what it is. I don't know who they are. I'm glad everyone was okay. Everybody was okay. So that was the first thing. You know, you want to make sure that everyone's okay in a situation like that. It's just what it is. It's a great way to end the 09/13/2025 portal. It's just what it is. Divine endings and conclusions around death, and the 13 represents death. It's just what it is. Protected by the angels, but it's just what it is. Anyway, now that the cycle's over with, and we're just going to move forward, because now we're looking for an otherworldly mystical being, and when I hear her say that, and I'll be, and I hope you don't mind, since we are looking for an otherworldly mystical being that they tried to sacrifice. I hope you ladies don't mind. You know, I'll be snatched, because I do. I think those make better memes. And it gives people, you know, it advertises for you, and it kind of lets people know what's going on, because we want to make sure that everyone is okay. We want to make sure that everyone's okay, because every time I hear you say that they have followed us lifetime after lifetime, wanting to steal our light, and it's just what it is. It's trigger demons. We trigger their demons, and then they want to steal our light. So I mean, you have to lock that in. She said she was getting anime, and it's what it is. I mean, you got to think. I use the Jeffrey Allen technique to basically call my energy back, and it's what it is. And you can work each chakra with it. Simple enough. Before that gets out of control, they wish they never promised these people any money. Yeah, they promise people They promise bad people money to hurt a mystical being. They promise people money to hurt a mystical being, and it's what it is. We want to make sure that mystical being is okay. Number one, we want to find out why. Why would they want to hurt an otherworldly mystical being? It's just, I mean, this isn't fucking E.T., man. We don't need people with hazmat suits coming and tinting us up because Elliot. It's just what it is. They're the ones that touch little boys. It's just what it is. I don't have any fucking concern about any of this nonsense. But trying to steal the light from mystical beings and chasing them lifetime after lifetime and not understanding the connection. And it's what it is. I mean, when you're a QHHT practitioner, you do kind of have a one-up on these past life karmic soulmates. And it's what it is. I can't do anything about that. They can't figure out the connection, and so they're more than welcome to tell me. They're more than welcome to tell me what the connection is. It's just what it is. I can't really... You know, I hear that they treated Pisces like Jesus this incarnation, and I know that having Reiki in my birth chart, which was the healing light that Jesus possessed. It's just what it is. I mean, that's part of the class. I mean, you would have to take the class to get that information that none of them have. So it's what it is. It's what it is. I can't do anything about that. What I can do is continue to look for otherworldly mystical beings, because when I hear you say that, otherworldly mystical beings, are you talking about an INFJ mystic? Because there's plenty of information on the INFJ mystic out there, typically misunderstood in magical creatures. It's just what it is. However, do they have a business? Are they trying to sacrifice and drain the inner light awakening? And that's the next question. Where are these INFJs who went through the process and activated their light? Because it is a past life energy that would require an interdimensional time travel. So that's what it is. You got to think. QHHT, quantum healing hypnosis technique, that's time travel. Any way you look at it, you're going past lives, right? And then you have an INFJ with the gift of sight, or Reiki for astral sight activation, or remote viewing. I have several different skills developed, but that's what it is. They wanted to take my gift of sight and don't realize I got some extras. I do. I keep a pocket full of abilities. And I mean, we're calling back energy from past lives across all timelines, spaces, and dimensions, and it's just what it is. When Beth did my, it wasn't in your dimension. It just wasn't. My past life, not in your dimension. My QHHT session, not in your dimension. So it's what it is. It will seem interdimensional, and that's fine. That's fine. God got us all that is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself, as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. And that's the thing. I mean, when they say that the more haters you have, the more successful you're going to be. Oh, we got them in straitjackets, don't we? It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't. Have we found that otherworldly mystical being that they're looking for? It's just what it is. I'm looking for them too. Especially when the readers are telling thousands of viewers. I look at it as free advertising for these mystical, magical creatures. It's just what it is, because we do. We want to find as many, like Pokemon. We want to collect them all. We want to collect them all for their own sovereignty. And it's just what it is. I mean, they would have to be the lone wolf energies. A Pisces sun, because you have to have a fixed sun sign for them to harvest your energy. And the Leo rising aspect does help. That would be the most high earth angel on the Lover's card. It represents Leo. It's the sun card. And it's the happiest card in the deck. So if they don't want to see you happy, keep shining. Don't let anyone dull your shine. And certainly don't let them take your happiness away when they're just really starting to find out that the villain's not that important in this story. The villain's just not that important in this story. So, oh, death. That's what it looks like Constantine, doesn't it? With his feet in the water. Except he's not holding a cat. Oh, and he's got glasses. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Thank you, Spirit. You want to remove everything that doesn't serve the highest good of the planet so you can make room for everything that does serve the highest good of the planet. And I mean, and she said it. She said something is incomplete. Yes, their 8-year cycle. Their 8-year cycle is incomplete. They will have to finish an 8-year cycle, and there's no way out. Thank you, Spirit. That's what it is. There's no way out. Confirmation. What was that? Confirmation. It doesn't matter what it was. I hear they don't like Pisces spiritual protection, and it's what it is. My question is how did you get your connection to the angels? It's simple enough. Thank you, Spirit. It's just what it is, because there's too many of the readers that are out there. You're a starseed with a connection to Spirit, and you have a magical protector. And okay, great. So where are these starseed energies with magical protectors? Thank you, Spirit. Protecting their assets, their business, their investments. Because isn't that what these individuals that are now stuck in an 8-year cycle were trying to take? All of those divinely protected assets? Thank you, Spirit. It's just what it is. And no, there'll be no coming back for any of them until after their 8-year cycle. I mean, if they can complete an 8-year cycle, then, we can talk. I don't need apologies. I need 8-year cycles. It's just what it is. You can tell me sorry after you survive an 8-year cycle. Simple enough. Simple enough. Ooh, the moon. Ouch. I can't do anything about that. Thank you, Spirit. It's what it is. And I hear they're shocked. I hear they're absolutely shocked. It was a group collaboration. And now that the tables have turned, it's going to be a group going through everything that the sun went through. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Thank you, Spirit. It's just what it is. Just what it is. And we do. We want to give a shout out to Magic Moments. Beware of this person I'm getting a negative vibe from. And it's just what it is. I mean, let's ask Magic Moments. If we were to direct all that negative energy towards you in your little room with no business, it's what it is. I mean, you got to think. You got to put the shoe on the other foot sometimes, right? Because I say that, and oh God, he's being horrible. Well, where is the anointed one that you're talking about? Where is the inner light of an INFJ mystic that they're trying to harvest the energy off of? And that's the question. I'm getting a negative vibe from this person. Okay, well, they are human trafficking, Magic Moments. So now that you have outed yourself, we're just going to send them to Canada, where you're at. And we want you to keep it positive, because it's going to be an 8-year cycle for everyone. And I can't do anything about that. Divine, straight from she was right on point. you're looking at an 8-year cycle with interdimensional beings. This is what it is. I can't do anything about that. Right? What were you told during end times? That the dead would be coming back to be judged along with the living. Thank you, Spirit. I'm driving earlier and it's freaking lights are flashing all up and down the strip malls. That's what it is. So yeah, you girls that are picking up the paranormal activity in the community that's under judgment, it's what it is. I mean, and that's my question. I mean, who are these people that feel like they're getting karma from the Karma Earth Angel? Because no one said anything to me. The moon. No one has said anything to me. Thank you, Spirit. And that's fine because, I mean, and it's what it is. I don't want to hear they went up against the strongest Earth Angel and best believe they want to apologize. No. We have forgiven. We have forgiven and forgotten them. We haven't forgot what happened, but we have absolutely forgotten them. What we're looking for is the God's strongest angels. It's just what it is. You can get stuff done with God's strongest angels, not these crybabies, not these peons. No. We want God's strongest angels that these girls are talking about. Thank you, Spirit. It's just what it is. Simple enough. Simple enough. These otherworldly mystical beings, these angels in human form. It's just what it is. I mean, I'm sure there's got to be a bunch of those. There's got to be a bunch of those running around the planet. It's just what it is. And I guess that would be my question, is when you think about Loki and Freya Earth magic, would Loki be the Earth Angel from Dogma? Would Loki be the Mask from Jim Carrey's The Mask? Or would it be Loki from the Avengers? And it's just what it is. I mean, nobody needs to avenge Loki. We just want to know what that energy represents. Because I would say, just like the other readers said, that if you have a shield of protection and what they put out goes back on them with God force karmic retribution. When she said that, I'm like, well, if they're projecting mischief, that's God force mischief going back on them. And it's what it is tenfold. I can't do anything about that. Thank you, Spirit. It sounds like, and when I hear that, when I hear a reader say, they have now changed their perception of the situation, well, who are they? Who are they? And what perception have they changed? And I mean, do we really care? Do we really care what perception the villain in the story, left brain, right brain, subconscious mind, do we really care what perception the villain holds in this situation? Because if it has anything to do with voodoo, that is the opposition of Reiki teddy bears. If it has anything to do with unalive magic, that shit is going back on them tenfold. I can't do anything about that. If they summoned or conjured entities, congratulations. I'm glad you have pets. I'm glad you have some new pets. Simple enough. It's just what it is. Cards in the upright. Yeah, could you? I guess you saw that whoop-de-doo. You can rewind it if you want to. Anyway, what a way to close out a cycle. 13:30 on the clock. What a way to close out a cycle. With a car accident as horrific as that one earlier, and no one was in. I didn't see anyone injured. I mean, everybody was out walking around and doing their thing. I mean, you saw it, but actually the whole intersection shook. It was very startling for a clairsentient. But it's not all about me. We're just glad that the kids were okay. And it's just what it is. We want to always make sure that the kids are okay. And when someone crashes out like that, you want to make sure that everyone is fine. You want to make sure that everyone's fine. You just don't want people crashing out and being left to their own demise in God's wrath. I mean, unless they don't exist anymore. It's just where it is. Ooh, the night of scoops. Look at that. The investigators are losing their shit. They don't know what to do. They're looking at the notes and they're backtracking, and number one, they're getting some enlightenment. And that's what it is. And chances are that's going to be the sad part, is they already knew. They're investigating something they already knew about. And that's fine. We're just going to put that there. It's just kind of funny, too, because if you look at the cup that's in her hand, what does it say on there? This is SCO, SCO. It probably says goose, but it comes out SCO. I always say, oh, she's got a cup of Scott in her hand. It's not a cup of Joe. It's a cup of SCO. It's a cup of SCO. What are we looking at for intentions? Ooh, the Queen of Dice. Now, when I hear these ladies are saying that they want to wear the Earth Angel's light like it's their skin, that would be some Wild Bill shit from Silence of the Lambs. That would be some Wild Bill shit from the Silence of the Lambs. And to see that it is an energy on stage upside down with, yes, look like they've been throwing rocks and hiding hands. It's just what it is. They're on a platform upside down currently, feminine energies, and that's fine. That's fine. I hear there is a lot of that, especially with them starting an 8-year karma cycle. It's going to be like Mad Max. You ever seen the movie Mad Max? It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. It's already like a crazy zone in Chicago, and here, there, yonder, and everywhere. The least that we have around here is, she said it's a small town mentality with an otherworldly mystic healer that left town and came back, and things just haven't been the same. Well, no, it's because I had to get out of the small town mentality to expand my consciousness with holistic health care. Look at that, the Hierophant. Oh, corn dog! It's just what it is. Standing in front of the wheel of karma like it's a Ferris wheel. It's just what it is. The Hierophant energy is always going to be shocking to people. And I mean, come on, look. The guy's got two handfuls of corn dog. It's just what it is. Right? Nothing's in his mouth except total shock and awe. It is a 5, so that's going to represent change. And people they don't want to change. They don't want to have to change. They're not comfortable with change. And nothing grows or gets better without change. I mean, if you put a seed in the ground and expect it not to change, you're never going to get an oak tree. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. She said, you're the grass that grows in the cracks in the sidewalk. And I thought, has she seen the video? I've been out here pulling grass out of the cracks in the sidewalk, thinking about that shit. I'm like, yeah, somebody threw some dirt in my crack and grass grew. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. The 8 of dice. Yeah, they're getting karma. It's what it is. The whole group's getting an 8-year cycle. I can't do anything about that. I would have to agree with these ladies that they're absolutely correct. The entire group of energy harvesters, because that's the thing. Energy vampires, number one, cannot see their reflection in my mirror. And as an energy worker, what I can send out, I can call back. When it's taken without my consent under the law of consent in contract, I can call my energy back, what belongs to me, and return to others what belongs to them. Not being energy workers or doing their homework, not taking the class. I got the class right here. They could have took the class at any time. No. They wanted to harvest the energy for manifestation and didn't realize that the more people that harvest that energy for manifestation, the more I can call back for my own manifesting purposes. Look at that. Weren't we just talking about a woman upside down trying to wear the Earth Angel's light like it was her skin? Look at those fake lights all over that woman. All in the upside down. The Queen of Strands. It's just what it is. And it makes you wonder, how long are those hate trains? How many people did they recruit out of sheer jealousy, envy, and greed just to get wrapped up in an 8-year group karmic cycle? Oh man, that's got to be rough. But at least they'll be able to work together. They'll be able to learn unity. They'll be able to learn how to work together as a bunch of triggered demons. I think it's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful thing. And, we do want to wish them the best. We want to pray for them every day. Simple enough, because I will be calling my energy back. The tower moments that happen from that's not my problem. Those issues, those are not, I don't even know who these people are. Simple enough. They obviously don't know who I am. They never got to understand these things. They just decided to get karma. And I mean, when you know that it's past life energies, You know, if as a QHHT practitioner, karmics do the same karmic thing over, and they're dead set. They're persistent on it. And what are they doing? They're racking up karma because that's what keeps them stuck in the wheel. So, the Knight of Scoops. Right, and now they're all self-reflecting and they're worried, and I can't do anything about that. It's just what it is. He set us up. Well, no. Wait, weren't they trying to set up an Earth Angel? In red rum energy? It's just what it is. I mean, I can't worry about a group of people that are all stuck in group karma over red rum energy. We're looking for the Earth Angel. The mystical, the otherworldly mystical energies with light coming out. So she said I could just see that person like with a light shooting out. I thought, I do that all the time. So just open up the heart space. It's just what it is. And when all of your chakras are humming, you know it. And everyone around you knows it. Simple enough. Simple enough. And that's what we're looking for. More halo activations. That's what it is. You've got readers talking about it. Great. And they're telling thousands of people. However, when a master with 5-star reviews asks you how you did it and you can't answer that, okay, cool. Then we have an issue. We have a copycat issue, and that's fine. And I'm not worried about that shit. No one is better than anyone else. The gifts that I possess that have people bothered, worried, I had an NDE to acquire, where I shock and scare necromancers and cannibals. I had an NDE to get their abilities. I have been to the other side. I became a QHHT practitioner to send your ass to the other side and get a 5-star review afterward. Amazing how that works. Not only am I a QHHT practitioner, but I'm also a client. And that's the thing. My QHHT, my session is absolutely nobody's business. But if they'd asked, I'd have told them. And I tell all of my clients, when I give you that recording, that is your private personal information. Don't share that shit with anyone. Make them have one to share with you. If they have one and you have one, well, then you can share. Because what do? They use it as ammo. Look what's going on right now. You've got every tarot reader on the planet calling out mystical, magical being based on a past life regression with a community looking at the person before the QHHT session, not the energy that came out of the QHHT session. No. They're looking at the person. They're looking at fucking Opie that they grew up with instead of the ancient light energy that is now hijacking tarot land, it looks like. And it's what it is. I'm looking for those beings. It's what it is. I mean, I understand it's called a chosen one, and I mean, we can all count to 5 on one hand, and it's just what it is. And you have a group collaboration because they're jealous. They want to be something that they're not, when each one is unique and special in their own way. But no, they have chosen a destiny thinking that they're going to get something out of it. And there's somewhere in there individuals that brought red rum energy into the situation. And now all of them are getting group karma based on the actions of one idiot. Knight of Scoops. Play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, and you're more than welcome to prove me wrong. However, if karma has already set in on these people, your 8-year cycle is just beginning. Your 8-year cycle is just beginning. And I want to be wrong. Come on now. I want to be wrong. However, if you're already experiencing the effects of karma, that is because the readers are correct and your 8-year cycle is just beginning. The Knight of Scoops in the upside down position. There is likely a sense of being underutilized or underestimated that's really melting your ice cream. And come on, guys, y'all got to lay off the ice cream. You're going to end up all fumbled out, and when you get old like Biden, you know he's got some of the best ice cream in the White House. Anyway, there's likely a sense of being underutilized or underestimated that's really melting your ice cream, causing you to wonder why you keep bothering to show up. Consider the upside down night a nudge to seek fulfillment outside your career. Take up a new hobby or enroll in a challenging class to keep your mind sharp. And that would be the thing. Where are these sharp-minded, mystical individuals? So it is. You can't have readers talking about that many people, that many ascended masters on your planet, master energy healers who are in the ascension process. That makes them ascending masters. Where are these individuals? Where are these otherworldly, mystical individuals? And you got to keep in mind, I've done this before, so I don't expect anyone to do anything that I do. The INFJ, they make memes about the INFJ doing 6 impossible things before breakfast. The impossible just takes a little longer. It's generally why we get up earlier in the morning. It's just what it is. That way we can get more impossible shit done before breakfast. Memes. I like memes. And turtles. Queen of Dice. The Queen of Dice. And I thought about what Magic Moments said about the negative energy. And I thought, that's what it is. I mean, when you're talking about people sending entities to anointed ones, well, number one, that's going to make you feel, I'm kind of negative. This is what it is. If they're sending entities to anointed ones that are so valuable, that alone would make me feel negative. That alone, but knowing that my light triggers demons and I'm getting a negative vibe from that person, okay, great, Magic Moments. Where is that INFJ mystic earth angel that you're talking about? The anointed 5-star master. Where is that individual? It's just what it is. And we know that's a Pisces sun. We know they activated the Eye of Ra and the Crown of Thorns. We know they utilize both sides of their brain simultaneously. Berkeley at California can tell you that. I don't have to explain any of the things that you can watch hours of INFJ content over. My job is to find those individuals. And that's what it is. And if we can't find that individual, well, then that looks like everybody's in the group karma session. I can't do anything about that. Planet under judgment. Queen of Dice. It was the Queen of Dice. So it is. I mean, you got to think, how many passengers are on a karma hate train? Loaded like a hate train. Addicts crashing in the rain. The Queen of Dice in the upside down position. Max doesn't back down to a challenge, and neither should you. There are situations that call for cooperation, but this isn't one of them. Your perception isn't wrong. Even if others are trying to convince you otherwise, you have been putting other people first, even though it means your needs are overlooked. This is your chance to stand up for yourself. Right? Where are those earth angels? Where are those earth angels that all these ladies are talking about them trying to sacrifice? The starseeds, the mystical, otherworldly, magical beings. Where are they at? Where is this walking magic sun? Where are these individuals? This is what it is. The devil doesn't rob an empty house. Where is this individual that all these trigger demons are fucking vibrating? It's funny. You gotta laugh at that shit. When Chicago said 7 represents the quantum field, I thought, well, yeah. And you've got October the 7th, Rob Lowe is coming to the Cowan Center, and it's 7 is the quantum field. And when you have a whole community, and it would be front door Bonnie, back door Clyde. That's your home invasion energy on my ring cam. It's just what it is. When you have a whole community vibrating at Rob Lowe, play stupid games, you win Rob Lowe on the 7th for your viewing pleasure. Talk about fucking karma. The Lord works in mysterious ways. The Hierophant. She said, Pisces, your magic's got them all fucked up. So you got to think, the INFJ live like this. Imagine trying to explain any of this shit to somebody where you didn't have the fucking props, the confirmations, the evidence. Imagine that. Yeah, that's the enemy. Oh, they can put anything on YouTube. Yeah, so did I. Right? And you can't come to me with any fucking truth. So it tells me all I need to know about. I'm an island boy, got a rich man in me. I gotta throw that in there. It's what it is. You gotta keep in mind. It's what it is. What you think the human trafficking pedos are all got their they wanted to stop the awakening at all costs so people couldn't tap into their intuitive abilities and see through the veil of what they've been doing to you guys. Simple enough. It's not that hard to figure out. Oh, we've all made some mistakes in this world, but nothing like, losing a list where our winner was in some children. Simple enough. And you gotta keep in mind. I just watched a video last night where, look at the Marks, whatever, old woman, she's up on stage. What was her Freudian slip? And the babies that we eat. It's what it is. If anybody knows what paranormal clip that I'm talking about and what her name is, it's an old woman. Her eyes were black as shit. It's a reptilian shapeshifter video. And she's standing up in front of, it is a Max. It's not the Maxwell girl. It's an older woman. Marks or something. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know, because it's just, I was too busy shaking my head going, oh God, she didn't. She got up on stage, elderly woman, and she was like, the children that we eat, the babies that we eat are fucking something. Shock the internet. I bet it is what we've been talking. That is what David Icke has been talking about for 15 years. If you haven't fucking done anything about it yet, chances are they're probably not going to. Everyone needs a good baby in an ice cream truck, don't they? Unbelievable. No. And yes, we're keeping her ass upside down. However, the Hierophant's in the upright. Although his beliefs are unconventional, Murray Bauman is dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge, justice, and truth. He encourages you to find your principles, to be a student of whatever belief system is most meaningful to you, and fully explore it. He wants you to get a look at what's behind the curtain before you make your next move. And, you would have to think, with all of this, energies that are casting entities or conjuring or whatever, talking about reptilians on an island. I understand what all these girls are talking about. However, we have to think about the anointed ones. We have to think about the mystics. We have to think about these light beings that are triggering their demons. And it's just what it is. Demons need to eat too, I guess. So when you're trying to share information with readers that are talking about how valuable that anointed one is, cool. Well, then I guess when they block you, you won't mind if they get shipped to an island and eaten by a reptilian. Don't get negative now. Don't be negative. Don't give me negative vibes now. It's just what it is. Oh, wait. No, we don't want human traffickers to run off with us. Me either. I'm sorry I give off a negative vibe when I've got that energy in my field. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. However, one thing that does make human trafficking even more acceptable is when you have the Hawk 2 girl. And when I was dealing with the human trafficking situation in New Mexico, the doctor's name was Dr. Hawk. So he will always be the Dr. Hawk 2 girl. Puss! Spit on that New Mexico deluge! I couldn't make it up any better if I tried. The 8 of dice. The Eight of Dice. And that's another question. When I hear these readers talking about, the karmics went up against an earth angel and now God is chasing them with storms, you don't think they're chasing like Dr. Hawk Girl the New Mexico deluge, do you? What storms are they talking about? Are they talking about Dexter? Are they talking about Tropical Storm Dexter? What about Hurricane Barbara? That was my mother-in-law's name 20 years ago. And it wasn't even like my mother-in-law. It was like, my ex-wife was adopted. She had a mom, the adopted mom. Adopted mom passed, and then Barbara married in, and Barbara just knew all of our business. She knew my ex-wife for less than a fucking year and knew everything she always had something at the church to say. Before you start your day, before you start your day, know someone for more than a year before you know all of their business at the church. That's what I used to say all the time. I was like, you barely know the woman. Why would you give a shit what she says? She's known you less than a year. Why, you don't even... You've known your stepmother less than a fucking year, and you're an adult married to me. Why the fuck would you care about anything that she says? Why do you care about what goes on in her house? Do you live there? No. Okay, so you live here, right? Yes. Okay, cool. Then why are you fucking talking about someone else's house and mine? Especially strangers. You're bringing strangers into the house? The fuck is wrong with you? It's what it is. Now you know why I can't get rid of these people. So we have a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie about that, but I have a lot of fun by my fucking self. I don't need people bringing strangers into the house, talking about all their problems and shit. It's just what it is. I make appointments for that shit, not families. I hear Pisces has got a lot of karmic family issues all across tarot land. Where are you at, Pisces? Let us know. I'm coming to get you now. It's what it is. We're going on vacation. I'm going to take another fucking year off just to come hang out with you, Pisces. It's just what it is. Those Pisces sun energies, those mystical, magical unicorn people that everybody... So it is. The stars need to rise. Okay, cool. Where am I taking y'all on vacation? It's just what it is. And don't fucking come saying, I want to go. No. We're looking for these mystics. We're looking for these people that deserve a fucking vacation. The earth angels that they tried to sacrifice over investments and businesses, we're going to take them on vacation. But I'm a karmic and I want to go on. But no. You stay here and can get rid of your 8-year karmic cycle. Simple enough. That's going to be my question going forward. Is if Pisces has closed out a cycle with their lone wolf energy. And Lowe does. Lowe does. What does Lowe mean? That shit means young wolf. So if my name was Rob Lowe, that would mean Rob Young Wolf. And I don't need a Rob Young Wolf coming in my home. I'm going on vacation while that fucker's here. Leave it alone. Don't fucking read too much into that shit. You want me to really blow your mind? Simple enough. It's just what it is. There's lots of Scott Lowe's out there. You don't know how many times somebody has went to Upshotscott and said, you're a golfer? And I'm like, no, you went past the Japanese, writing to the golfer. No, I'm not the golfer. I'm the guy that does Reiki. Well, we don't understand any of that. No, hell no. All you understand 4. You're not going to understand energy work. You can understand screaming 4 and hitting a ball. You know exactly what that is. So you got to think. I know that I deal with shit that no one has a clue about. That's why they can't fucking understand what I'm saying. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. There's this thing called an elephant. It's not Snuffleupagus. It's not an imaginary creature. There's really elephants out there. But there are people that have never seen one. Think about that. There are people out there that have seen one too. They have never seen an elephant up close and personal. They've seen figurines, they've heard about them their entire life, but they've never seen the real thing. Okay, great. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Just because you have to see it to believe it. And that's one of my favorite memes. People use cell phones every day. They have absolutely no idea how it works, other than the fact it is smarter than they are. And put all their faith and trust in that cell phone. Have absolutely no idea how it works. And it deals with vibration, frequency, and energy. The Eight of Dice, as we're talking about their karmic cycle, the 8-year cycle. That's what we need to remember. That's our remembrance card, is 8 upside down. The tables have been turned on the entire group. Look at that one individual going towards the light. The card's upside down. There's still one individual going towards the light. We're looking for those individuals. Those one individuals going towards the light. Not the group walking away from the light in the upside down position. The one going towards the light in the upside down position. The upside down 8 of dice may find you obsessed with the concept of winning. In fact, your mindset may be so focused on the outcome that you can't appreciate your technique, progress, or even enjoy what you're doing. You may find that you're critical in every move, causing a sense of paralysis. Before you make decisions, it's time to release yourself from this oppressive quest for perfection and give yourself a break. Okay, great. So we're going on vacation again. I'm going to take another year off. It's just what it is. I think I'm going to start the group's 8-year karmic cycle with another year vacation. Just so it's what it is. They don't want to see you happy, Pisces. They don't want to see you happy. They've got a huge problem with that. So your job is to be as happy as possible, Pisces. There's mystical, magical, mystic unicorns out there. Great. How do we make mystical, otherworldly creatures happier? It's just what it is, because misery loves company. Misery loves company, but if you've got them trying to harvest your light, and I know how they do it. So they're harvesting starseeds' light, and I know how they do it. Does anyone care? Yeah, cool. No, me either. That's why they're all in a fucking karmic cycle. The Queen of Strands. The Queen, that's what it is. Nobody cares about the tower moment until they're jumping out of the building in downtown New York. Oh God, it's the tower moment. Ah! Oh God, there's rubble all on top of me. That's what it's called, a tower moment for a reason. It's God's wrath in its finest. Queen of Strands. The Queen of Strands. That's what it is, you know, and it's with, and I will keep going back to magic moments, because she got a negative vibe off of me, and that's fine. That's fine, but she's also talking about people casting entities at an anointed one. So until I find that anointed one, we want to direct all our energy over to magic moments, because if she's still watching that, she blocked me. So she better not be still watching my channel. She blocked me and moved on. So she better not still be watching my channel. And all the stalkers, all the human traffickers, go over to Mystic Magic Moments channel. It's just what it is. She needs a mic stand. No, she got a mic stand. A kind soul came in and gave her a mic stand, yet they're trying to take out the anointed one. No one wants to have anything to do with the anointed one, because the group mentality of sacrifice is all in the cards. Cool. And now we are flipping the table. Sacrifice energy tenfold. When that temperance angel calls judgment on their energy, the very air you breathe will work against you. Great. So we're turning the tables and we're calling that judgment. So it's an 8-year cycle of the very air you breathe working against you. I agree with that reader that said that. Simple enough. That's what I can't breathe. Oh, well, you know, the Earth Angel's doing just fine. It's just what it is. Fucking on block. It's just what it is. You can't breathe and the Earth Angel's on block. It's just what it is. Queen of Strands. Sweet, you got to keep in mind. That's what I got a negative vibe. Well, you know, they do say my light triggers your demons. There, magic moments. Negative plus a negative equals a negative. I will short circuit your demons every time. They don't really. What kind of intuitive is that? What kind of energy reader are you? You got a negative vibe. You got a negative vibe, and beware off of the Earth Angel with the light that triggers demons. Make it make sense, magic moments. You got a negative vibe. We got to beware. Hell yeah, all demons have to beware, magic moments. Simple enough. My light triggers your demons. This is what it is, magic. That's why you block me. You can't block me unless your demon's triggered there, magic moments. And I do appreciate you taking my... That's what it is, because I did. I took your post talking about an anointed one, because I'm looking for that anointed one. Simple enough. So I appreciate, and then you took something of mine, talking about the entity, the jinn, that say, you said that people summon an entity. Yes, magic moments, that would be a jinn. And your post, you wrote that post that I put on my Facebook, you wrote that post after I posted the video identifying the entity that you didn't know about. Ouch. And it's only because I know the people that summoned it. And it's what it is. She blocked me anyway, so she's not seeing any of this. She's watched some of my videos, but she put me on block and she moved on. Dry begging you for equipment money. That's what it is. My light triggers their demons. It's simple enough. I would expect, if my light triggers your demons, please block me instantly. Oh, we don't need triggered demons in my fucking field. The Queen of Strands. That's what it is. I'm always going to be able to flip the tables on people. It's just what it is. And I still love them unconditionally because they don't fucking know any better. So, and I want to be wrong. Just keep in mind, I want to be wrong. It's just what it is. I mean, they say that my light triggers their demons, and then Magic Moments has to block me like I triggered her demon. And it's just what it is. But yet, hang on. But yet you've got people that are conjuring up entities at the Anointed One. A soul that is so valuable, that pissed off entity. And then you've got, what's her name, talking about the otherworldly mystic and talking about my angelic protection. So I've got angelic protection that's fighting off these entities that they're conjuring as a fucking Reiki master. It's just, I'm an angelic Reiki master. So they go, okay, cool. So who are they talking about? Simple enough. I'm gonna repeat her post one more time just so you can fucking help me make sense of what happened. Some people conjured up an entity, and this entity is pissed. It's in my community page. And this entity is pissed. It's taking at least 3 lives because Spirit is not going to let that angelic Reiki master. His light is so important that maybe more souls will be taken over them people. You mean Dorothy? Mystic 9 already called Dorothy out, and I had the conversation with her about needing an entity removal. And fucking in the comments, why would they need to go and see a Reiki master? Well, that's just what I asked you a question because I already know the fucking answer. So if I ask you a question and you don't have the answer and you're talking circles around me, it's because I already know the fucking answer and I'm not doing the work for you. Are you paying me? No, you're needing money for an equipment, wanting me to do the work for you. You did the reading. You know the people. You're getting a negative vibe off of me, and my light triggers demons, Magic Moments. Make it make sense. That's what it is, and we've known that was a djinn that they summoned. I've had 2 clients come to me already having difficulty with that djinn. Simple enough. And you're telling me that they cast magic at my investments, and that shit doesn't affect me. It affects my investments. The people that I go to invest in someone, they cast magic at my investments, and now you've got all these people can't figure out why their lives are going to shit. Well, yeah, I guess you'd have to go talk to the person that cast the magic on my investments. Didn't affect me. It affected my investments. There's people in those investments. They put people at risk. I bet they did. No one said anything to me. Well, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Great, then don't make a fucking appointment to explain it to me. Because I don't want to hear anyone's fucking story. You will make an appointment. You will pay me to listen to you. It's just what it is. I don't need apologies. You will make an appointment to apologize to me. Simple enough. I'm too busy looking for earth angels they couldn't sacrifice. So it is, oh, but we know about that. Okay, great. Make an appointment because you're going to have to fucking pay me to listen to any of that shit. Everybody's always worried about money. Cool. Me too. It's just what it is. I'm not going to listen to that bullshit in school. You have to pay me a lot to listen to that. Queen of Strands. Simple enough. I think that's a beautiful way of looking at it. Oh, we want to apologize. Cool. I hope you can pay for it. That's an expensive fucking apology. Your 8-year cycle, that's payment enough. The Queen of Strands in the upside down position. Have you been channeling Nancy's popularity? Attending parties and events non-stop. The upside down queen is begging you for a night off. Your social stamina is depleted, and you may be pushing past your boundaries out of a sense of commitment. Pay attention to your needs and take a break. Now, that's my question, is these readers are talking about somebody that's a battery that they've been harvesting energy off of when Reiki's omnipotent, omnipresent, and available everywhere. And a master can call their energy back. So who are these people that are being affected by me calling my energy back? I think it's a simple question. Or all these readers are wrong. It's what it is. If I can't find the person that they're using for a battery when we already know it was Pisces. Pisces is the most spiritual. Pisces has lived every sign on the zodiac. Due to that aspect, Pisces gets, you're the fucking seniors at the high school. You're graduating. And everybody wants to hold you back. They want to hold you back a grade. Simple enough. You're graduating, Pisces, and you've got freshmen that want to hold you back a grade. They're fresh, and they want to hold you back a grade, Pisces. Are you going to let these freshmen affect your graduation? But they kind of already did. Yeah, I know, because you fucking let them. That's what it is. That's what happens when you listen to karmics that do the same karmic shit. Lifetime after lifetime. I heard Pisces incarnated with Anubis, huh? I hear Pisces has a connection to Anubis. Great. How did you get that connection, Pisces? Did you have an NDE for it? Did you? Simple enough. Do they have a hard time with me? Because I have receipts for everything these girls are talking about. So, we'll leave it at that. Anyway, and we're still looking for that mystical, magical earth angel that they're trying to sacrifice. That's what it is. And I will, when these readers are talking about it, until I find that individual that they're talking about, I'll be screenshotting your clickbait. It's just what it is, because you're telling thousands of people about this individual that they couldn't sacrifice. And we do. We want you to be a part. We want you to absolutely be a part. Are they stuck in group karma? Or you? It's just what it is. Not taking action is still taking action. And love, light, and truth is the only thing that sets you free. Namaste.